Now, I want to introduce a publication which we've talked about briefly in the past. We did a video a few years back on biographies of Tertons. And in that video, what we did was we actually included 3 books. So that's like a kind of an introduction. But what I want to really highlight now is a book that's really quite important for research purposes. It has next to no art in it. I think it might only have one color plate of Padmasambhava and the 25 disciples. But the book name is Crystal Mirror 11, Masters of the Nyingma Lineage. And it's one of the Dharma publishing out of Berkeley, California. Berkeley is just on the across the bay from San Francisco in California. And so this is Crystal Mirror 11, and it was published in 1995, and the book is entirely about nearly 300 or over 300 different revealed treasure masters, Tertons of the Nyingma tradition, and how they've done it, how they've organized it, is they've divided it all up chronologically and divided the main sections are eras. So we have the early era of Padmasambhava and his immediate disciples and important teachers. Then that goes, I think, up till about the 11th century. And then after that, it's broken up into 4, 5, 6 different sections coming right up to the turn of the 20th century. And with each of the Tertons, there's a brief biography that's drawn from many, many different sources, a brief biography. And then there's also, it lists at the end of each short biography, it lists how many books or termas are still extant, and whether or not they're in the Rinchen Terza or in the Nyingma Gyubum or in some other collection. And for many of these Tertons, it actually says that their texts are no longer extant, and this is very important information as well. Now, why is this publication so important for Himalayan Art Resources? Well, because it has the names of all of these obscure, in many cases, Tertons, and their names show up on paintings or on sculpture. And so for this reason, it's a source for us to track down people that are mentioned in painting and to identify lineage figures in paintings, or even the central figure in some cases. Or we're looking at a deity such as maybe a black Hayagriva, and then we have some reference that it belongs to such and such Terton's tradition of black Hayagriva. Then we can track down who that Terton is and give some context to the subject of black Hayagriva in one form or another. So that's really the importance of this book. It's published in 1995, Crystal Mirror 11, Masters of the Nyingma Lineage, and for doing research, it's a must-have for tracking down names. And of course, it goes along with using the resources of BDRC, formerly TBRC of Gene Smith, and of course, Treasury of Lives website, which was started by the Rubin Foundation, the same as Himalayan Art Resources back in 1997. Treasury of Lives, of course, is much more recent in the last 10 years or so. So we'll leave it there. You can press like, you can subscribe, and more importantly, you can join HAR on Patreon. You can join for free. You can sign up as a free member, and we do have videos and news announcements and added information and content for free members, as well as you can see what kind of other material we put on for the $3 a month members or the $10 or the $20 a month members, and you can see what kind of videos that we are adding to that HAR platform. So we'll leave it there.